They say, when you're in love and you're comfortable, you're more susceptible to gaining that weight. And for me, it's a no-go.
New year, new blessings. No fear, no stress. No overextending. No L's, just lessons. No failures.
All right, so I feel super accomplished because I just finished my workout for the day. And, I am really serious about staying within my BMI requirements. Um, you know, I just want to be healthy. That's the main thing for me. I really want to be healthy. I really want to be in good shape because, you know, gaining so much weight and then not being able to get it off is really a conversation that needs to be had. And seriously, like, I have gained so much weight. They say, when you're in love and you're comfortable, you're more susceptible to gaining that weight. And for me, it's a no-go, because the highest I've gotten since I've been with my husband is 159 pounds. And I was determined to get it off. I'm slimming back down. I'm really being more intentional about what it is I'm eating, drinking lots of water. I don't want to be so in love and so in my marriage that I forget myself. You know what I'm saying? So many women, sometimes we get so busy with so many things that we forget ourselves. We forget our own health. We're making everybody, there goes a hummingbird again. So many times we as women, we're making everything else a priority, but we're not making ourselves a priority. And I know how it is as a woman where we wear many hats, right? And especially in marriage, a lot of times you get comfortable and complacent. And I don't want to be one of those women that, yeah, I'm married, I have my husband, let me go sit down and be a couch potato and gain all of this weight. It's like, no, I need to stay on top of this for me. I want to be healthy for me. Because when it comes to Black women and our weight, there's so many ramifications to obesity. We've already talked about hypertension. We've talked about, stroke. We've talked about high blood pressure. We've talked about heart failure. We've talked about, there goes a hummingbird again. We've also talked about diabetes. And we got to be more conscientious about what it is we're eating, what we're putting in our bodies, especially as I get older. Like, this is an ongoing conversation for me and my husband. We're always talking about like calories, what's in it, what's in the food, yeah. And we're also, if you've watched my 3-day fasting video, which I do recommend you go watch on YouTube, we're no stranger to fasting. And in fact, I am intermediate fasting right now. So like in my morning, I really don't eat anything. And if I do eat something, hi baby, there's the hummingbird. She's down again. But if I do eat something, it's like a piece of fruit, one piece of fruit, and that's it. But, me and my husband are no foreigner to intermittent fasting and fasting in general. So, and there's so many great benefits to fasting. Actually, a few weeks ago, I finished a 3-day water fast only. And when I say that helped me remarkably, and not to mention autophagy. Autophagy is a great benefit that happens when you do fast. If you're not sure about autophagy and what it means, again, go watch my 3-day fasting video. It is amazing. Your body is already a self-cleansing mechanism, but if we're constantly putting food into our bodies, we're constantly, not giving it a chance to break down the food that we're eating. This is why I am such a big proponent of intermittent fasting. I do a 18 window fast, and then that 6-hour period, the 6-hour period, I can eat. And then if you do get that urge to want to eat something, try something healthy, like go get a piece of fruit as opposed to a payday or a Snicker bar. Because your girl used to be out the roof with getting a candy bar if I wanted a snack. Because I wasn't so much of a big eater as I was a snacker. I love snacks. But now I'm even getting like really, really conscious about what I'm eating. We have skinny popcorn instead of just regular popcorn. And we love to take hikes and walks and just to be out in nature, and we work out. And for me, it feels super good to feel good in my body. I want to feel good in my own skin. And I'm not saying that, being obese, that you shouldn't have confidence and you shouldn't feel good in your own skin. But I'm just saying, sis, it's about being healthy. You could be skinny and still be unhealthy, okay? You could be thicker and still be more healthier than a skinny person that is not being intentional about what it is they're putting in their body, intentional about working out, intentional about their portions of food. All of those things matter. And it's the small decisions that we make every day. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm learning about self-love, real self-love, is anything that you want that is good for you, that's going to make you your best self, you can't get it in comfortability. You got to get uncomfortable. Anything that's going to take you to the next level, anything that's going to stretch you, that's going to make you better, it's getting you outside of your comfortability. So the truth of the matter is, you got to get to working out. It's good for you. It's what's best for you. And trust me, I have to force myself to work out, because we also as women have to get past what we're feeling and focus on the facts. We need to stop being so emotional as women and start being logical. And the truth of the matter is, all that weight and being unhealthy is not good for anybody, And so we got to start being real intentional. I mean, I am. I want to be a product of what I want to see within the world. I want to be that reflection. So I have been really intentional about like what I'm eating, my portion sizes, and also getting my steps in. Like, I am no stranger to taking a walk. And then my husband also bought me like a step machine. And baby, when I say my legs are burning right now, baby, they burning. Like, my legs are sincerely burning. For me, this is the year of like pushing myself past my own limits, getting outside of my comfortability and testing myself, doing the stuff I said I've always wanted to do, being unafraid, just testing my own limits. Like, you don't know what you can do unless you know what you can do. Okay? You don't know what you can do unless you try. Staying in your box to keep you safe and comfortable is keeping you complacent. And that's the difference with a lot of women when it comes to the war on Black women's weight. It's an ongoing topic that's being had via social media. And for me, I think no one's asking you, sis, to be uncomfortable in your skin. No one's telling you to be, insecure, not in the least. And no one's also telling you that you're not beautiful. But it's about being healthy, and I think a lot of women say, hey, no, we're thick. We're feeling good in our own skin as a coping mechanism to stay the same. It's a way to stay stagnant. And it's also a way to tell other women to be okay with where they are, because it's a form of conformity. And the truth of the matter is, we got to start, holding one another accountable, because we are our sister's keeper. And the reality is, we can be honest with our sister friends. We got to start being honest with each other, saying it in love. Like, hey, sis, you want to go to the frozen yogurt place with me? You want to go work out with me? Sometimes it's just an invite. It's not even so much telling someone. It's just an invite. Just invite. Send out an invitation. Like, hey, girl, you want to go to yoga with me? You want to go do some Pilates with me? You want to go hiking with me? It's just a simple invitation. And I think we as Black women, as women in general, we need to be more inviting in these spaces when it comes to each other, because it's not easy. It's not easy, but we for darn sure can do it.